After ascending to the top of new energy vehicle sales one after another, BYD's ambitions seem to grow further. On December 8, BYD released the logo of its high-end car brand Yangwang. BYD officially explained that the Yangwang logo was inspired by the oracle bone inscription of electricity, and the single word electricity will point directly to the electrification route of new energy. With BYD's current position in the new energy industry, it seems that it wants to open up a new world. And the Chinese vocabulary of the word Yangwang means being admired and expected. Compared with the dignity of the Dynasty series, the briskness of the sea, and the mystery of Tengshi, this time Yangwang reveals BYD's ambitions for the high-end market of new energy vehicles. However, referring to the corresponding market positioning of Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Audi, how far is BYD's high-end road? Hi! Welcome to Auto Age, and let's move on to today's topic. In the spring of 1995, Wang Chuanfu, who was nearly 30 years old, resigned from his job at the Beijing Institute of Non-Ferrous Metals and founded BYD in Shenzhen. Wang Chuanfu, who was born in a scientific research institute, is different from other business-minded entrepreneurs in that he has made BYD insist on independent research and development since its inception. In the early days of its business, BYD caught up with the dividends of the popularization of mobile communication products. In just a few years, BYD has successively received battery orders from major brands such as Motorola and Nokia. But at that time, the market's demand for mobile phones was only to make calls and send text messages, and the product was expensive, so the industry's demand for batteries was not high. At that time, BYD had achieved an industry-leading position in the field of rechargeable battery production, and if it went up, it would touch the ceiling of the entire industry. It is imminent to find a new growth point of power. Wang Chuanfu has reached the crossroads of the company's development. After market research and judgment, he decided to go to the road of car manufacturing. However, at this time, China's auto market is in an embarrassing situation where it is developing rapidly but being monopolized by foreign brands. BYD, which has just set foot in the automotive field, does not have any lofty ideals of green travel and new energy. It only takes a fancy to the growth potential of the automotive market. BYD, which started from scratch, took a fancy to Toyota's Corolla model, so it started from dismantling, learning, imitating, and assembling. In 2005, BYD's first car, the F3, officially rolled off the production line. With its low price and exquisite imitation, BYD's first model has won the attention of consumers. However, because of the early plagiarism, BYD paid the due price in the future. BYD's first new energy battery electric model F3e was launched in 2006, 1 year after the F3 was launched. As for BYD's first DM hybrid model, it appeared on the F3 DM in 2008. In the same year, Buffett invested in BYD. For BYD, the first self-developed battery electric Model E6 in the true sense was not unveiled until 2012. However, the first batch of pure electric models with a battery life of only 160 kilometers but marked 300 kilometers, faced with a price of up to 370,000 yuan, about 250,000 yuan after subsidy, and an almost zero charging support base, the E6 market feedback was pretty bad. Fortunately, the BYD E6, whose price was close to that of the Audi A6 at that time, received strong support from the Shenzhen municipal government. Shenzhen local leaders took the lead in replacing their cars with BYD, and in the following years, all taxis in Shenzhen were replaced with BYD E6 models. In the following years, buses and police vehicles in Shenzhen have also been replaced with new energy sources mainly under the BYD brand. According to the data, by the end of 2018, there were 22,000 electric taxis in Shenzhen, all of which were BYD E6 models. In addition to the loss and replacement, it is conservatively estimated that only the taxi market in Shenzhen has contributed 30,000 to 40,000 E6 sales to BYD. By the way, as of the end of October 2022, the cumulative sales volume of BYD E6 in the 10 years since its launch is 62,100 units. On the other hand, in order to promote the development of new energy vehicles, Shenzhen has also launched the direct delivery of license plates when buying new energy vehicles. Shenzhen license plates once sold for 100,000 yuan per piece, plus purchase tax and related car purchase subsidies, so the support contributed to today's BYD. Looking at BYD's achievements today, it is no exaggeration to say that it has really won all aspects. However, if you have a deep understanding of the development path of this company, you will find that BYD's business has not been as smooth as expected. Initially, BYD set foot in the automotive field just to seek a growth source of power. It has always been dominated by fuel vehicles, and new energy is just an attempt to put its own battery technology in automobile manufacturing. From 2014 to 2016, new energy sales accounted for less than 20%, with an annual average of about 75,300 units. From 2018 to 2020, new energy sales accounted for nearly 50%, with an annual average of about 222,300 units. Until March 2022, BYD announced that it would stop selling fuel vehicles and focus on new energy in an all-round way. The real brilliance of BYD is that in the past 2 years, it has also promoted the popularity of new energy vehicles. Starting from the F3 replica Toyota Corolla, BYD has gone through nearly 20 years. Starting from the Blade battery, BYD has been running at high speed for 3 years. Even though the market is so crazy, BYD still lacks confidence in product prices. In 2020, BYD's revenue once approached 200,000 yuan per unit. As for the obvious drop in 2021, sales is mainly considered. It can be seen from the revenue that BYD's top executives want to use price increases to expand BYD's car scale, not just to establish a high-end image. Otherwise, BYD will continue to stagnate at an embarrassing place where annual sales are less than 500,000 units. In the past 2 years, BYD has finally made some achievements in Han and Tang, and gradually increased the unit price of products. Recently, it was reported that BYD's Dynasty series and Ocean series will each launch an entry-level car for the A00 market with a price of 80,000 to 100,000 yuan. In this way, BYD will further lower the overall price. According to the data, in the sedan market in November, after BYD's Han and Qin models, Dolphin and Seal also ranked among the top 15, which is a new high that Chinese independent brands can't even imagine before. In stark contrast, Nissan Sylphy fell 47.9% year-on-year, Volkswagen Lavida fell 32.5% year-on-year, Toyota Corolla fell 40.4% year-on-year. At the same time, the sales of Honda Accord and Toyota Camry, which have been stabilizing in the B-segment car market, also experienced a year-on-year drop of 31% and 21.6% respectively in November. BYD has changed China's car market by itself. Today, BYD is no longer willing to stop at the new energy track, and its goal is the entire passenger car market. With the arrival of the Yangwang brand, BYD's next position will be directed at the luxury car market of Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Audi, and this new battle is bound to become more intense. Okay, that's all for today. Do you want to learn about more auto stories? Please keep following our channel and like our videos. Your precious time with us is highly appreciated. See you.